Have you ever heard of a trial for an exorcist? It sounds like something out of a medieval fantasy, but it's a very real and modern story from Morocco. Let's dive into the fascinating case of the Buya Omar Shrine. For centuries, people believed this place could cure those possessed by jinn, supernatural beings in Islamic mythology. Families would bring their loved ones, often suffering from what we would now diagnose as mental health conditions, and leave them at the shrine. Here, self-proclaimed exorcists would perform rituals, often involving chaining patients and subjecting them to harsh conditions, believing they were battling the jinn within. The sounds of screams and rattling chains were common, as these individuals, considered possessed, were kept in what were essentially prison-like cells. The belief was that the powerful saint buried at Buya Omar would eventually force the jinn to leave, but in 2015, everything changed. The Moroccan government, responding to horrific reports from human rights groups, raided the shrine. What they found was shocking. Hundreds of people were living in inhumane conditions. This wasn't a place of healing. It was a place of suffering. The government launched a massive operation to rescue these individuals and transfer them to modern psychiatric hospitals for proper medical care. The raid sparked a huge debate. On one side, you had tradition and deep-seated religious beliefs about jinn. On the other, you had modern medicine and human rights. Many of the exorcists were put on trial, not for practicing their faith, but for kidnapping, torture, and abuse. This case highlights the complex clash between ancient traditions and contemporary understanding of mental health. It forces us to ask tough questions about belief, science, and how we care for the most vulnerable in society. What do you think about this? Was it right for the government to intervene, or do you think government should have stayed away from it? If you were educated via this story, please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment for more. Watch out for another unbelievable story around the globe.